get up here.
Minus 14.
Yeah. And down here you get, yeah, because it'd be 12x, 12x, 24x plus 144. I like it. So this number is always twice this number. Do you guys see that? The middle dude is always twice what this guy inside is. And the last dude is always that thing squared. Go with me, go with me. I got a handout, you know me. I got a handout, but so if I have x squared, what you got, Jeff? I don't know, man. Minus 8x. I want to know, what do I write here so that it's factorable like this? Well, what are the two steps? The two steps are coming from what we noticed here. I know what's here. Let me cut that sucker in half so I know what's going to go here. What's really weird about this process is the first step tells you what the answer is going to be. And the second step tells you what's got to go here to make it work. It's freaky.
16.
Careful. If I know this, I know it's 7. 14 becomes 7. 24 becomes 20. I got to cut that sucker in half. So what's 1/2 of negative 8? What's half of negative 8? Half of negative 8. Negative 4. You guys are all like, no. It can't be that easy. This sounds weird as shit. No. Do you guys see the connection? So much of mathematics is just do a few things and go, holy shit, it's always going to be twice that. So how do I figure that out? Cut that stupid thing in half. What is that? An 8. Negative. All right, cut it in half. So that's what's going to go in here. I already know what the answer is going to be. I don't even know what the question is. But what's going to go here? The second step will be take whatever you just got and square it, because that's always what happens, isn't it? What's 144? 12 squared. What's 49? Negative 7 squared. So what's got to go here? Negative 4 squared is 16. That's got to go here. Is that where you were ahead of me, maybe?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Let's do another one. J. Waller. Do another one. All right. X squared plus 20x. What am I going to write here so that it factors like this? So what are the two steps? Cut 20 in half. So that's what goes in here. The first step tells you how it will factor. The second step tells you what number to put here so that it works. And the second step is to do what?
Square.
You take what you got, square it. So you have to put 100 here, and then it becomes this. All right, so let's try a full problem out. Notice something. This has got to be a 1 here. This whole thing is built on this being a 1 here. So if that isn't a 1, you just divide by it. Make a 1 show up. So for example, if I had this. What you got, Jeff? I don't know. I want something that's not going to work, guys. Okay. And the instruction would say, solve using completing the square. So one of the first things I want to do is make room here. So the first two steps I'm doing, you can do either order you want to. So I've got to make room there, because what is it? I need to be able to add something to make this kind of work. So I've got to make room. Get whatever the shit's there, get it out the way. And then I want a 1 here, so I better divide by 3. So this whole process is built off of this being a 1. Thankfully, if I divide by 3, it goes in evenly. Now, don't say anything out loud. Take a minute and just figure out what goes here. first step is you take -4, cut it in half, and you get -2, which tells you what this side is going to become. It's awesome. Even when this thing becomes ugly as shit, you cut it in half and you put it there. You don't have to think. You don't actually have to factor it because the process shows you how it's going to factor. That's flippin' awesome. Now I got to figure out what's got to go here and here, of course. So I take what I got, I square it, and I get 4. So I better, if I add 4 here, I better add 4 there. I love it. You guys do it there too, Jeff. All right. And then on this side, I get -5. Yeah, which doesn't scare us anymore. And now I'm back to what we were doing earlier. See, this whole first step is just to make a problem look like what we were dealing with earlier, because that was relatively easy. This is a couple steps away from done. What do? Square root. Put plus or minus. So I'll do this side. Whew. You can do one thing to this side. Square root of 5? I don't freaking know. What's the square root of -1? I. So you can write it like that. I don't know what the square root of 5 is, but I know what the square root of -1 is. It's I. And I put it out front so it doesn't look like it's inside the radical. Because think about square root of I for a second. Now stop. Okay. If you really think about it, you're like, what the shit would that be? What the hell? It's something. All right. And then I just add 2 and I'm done. If I add 2, I kind of force it in front. Have that in plus or minus in the middle. It's just kind of like standard form. 2, give or take this. So I get my 2 answers. They're both complex, but who cares? Okay. All right, let me give you this sheet. It's got a couple examples, and it's got a couple at the bottom for you to do. So the side that says 11:1, give you the square.